MLB jerseys have undergone significant changes over the years. What used to be familiar looks have evolved into new designs, but recent Nike jerseys, worn in every MLB game, are not actually produced by Nike. Instead, a different company handles the manufacturing. Traditionally, teams would contract a uniform company to make and supply their jerseys. In this case, however, Nike is responsible for providing MLB uniforms, but MLB doesn't pay Nike. Instead, Nike pays MLB $1 billion, yet still manages to profit significantly. Nike spent another billion on NFL jerseys, which led to complaints from players about poor fit and unflattering appearances. They invested another billion in NBA jerseys, which quickly began to rip and fall apart. Now, MLB is experiencing similar issues. This spring, Nike introduced new league-wide uniforms that many fans, media members, and players have criticized as the worst ever. Although Nike and Fanatics are often blamed for these poor designs, the real culprit might be Jeremy Lin. 12 years ago, Lin's Linsanity created a chain reaction affecting sports apparel. For the latest MLB uniforms, Nike moved the MLB logo lower, changed the base color from white to off-white, and made player names noticeably smaller. Some jerseys also shifted from stitched logos to iron-on ones. Upon their introduction, players described the new jerseys as feeling like they were from TJ Maxx or being papery. The most significant complaint, however, was about the pants, which can no longer be tailored to fit players properly. This dissatisfaction underscores the ongoing issues with Nike's recent uniform designs. Many players were unhappy with the fit of the new MLB jerseys, leading entire teams to revert to their pants from previous seasons during games. Problems worsened on picture day when images surfaced showing that the new pants were see-through, resulting in awkward and unflattering photos of players that spread online. This situation intensified as fans mocked the broadcasts of games, joking about the see-through pants. Fanatics, the company responsible for manufacturing the jerseys, tried to downplay the issue. They claimed that the pants material had not changed and that the transparency effect was a common occurrence on picture day. However, when a fan tagged Fanatics in a photo highlighting the issue, the company admitted, "Looks like we dropped the ball on this one. Send me a DM so I can learn more about it." The jersey in question, which Fanatics later acknowledged as a mistake, was actually an official game-issued uniform for Michael Chavez. Soon after, Fanatics deleted the tweet. Fanatics, the manufacturer of the Nike jerseys worn in every MLB game, is responsible for producing the designs Nike creates. Nike specifies the design, materials, and other details, while Fanatics uses their factories to produce and distribute the jerseys. With exclusive deals to supply jerseys for almost every major sports league globally, Fanatics is a $31 billion company renowned for transforming sports merchandise. Despite their success and their CEO receiving accolades like the Athletic Sportsperson of the Year award, they face significant consumer backlash. They are frequently criticized for deteriorating quality in replica jerseys, with entire social media accounts dedicated to calling them out. This discontent was further fueled by the news that Fanatics would be responsible for the new NHL uniforms. Hockey fans' backlash against Fanatics has escalated, with complaints about the company's handling of MLB uniforms making them a target for criticism. The dissatisfaction with the MLB jerseys, described as looking like they came from TJ Maxx, can be traced back to a pivotal moment in February 2012. At that time, Jeremy Lin, who had already been cut by 2 teams that season and was on the brink of being released by his current team, unexpectedly made a significant impact. When given a chance to play, Lin scored 25 points, grabbed 5 rebounds, and delivered 7 assists in just 36 minutes. In the early 2010s, Adidas made NBA uniforms, Reebok handled NFL jerseys, and Majestic produced MLB jerseys, each holding exclusive contracts with their respective leagues. These companies invested heavily in manufacturing jerseys, as it allowed them to also produce and sell replica jerseys, benefiting from each sale. However, everything changed in 2012 when Nike entered the market with an unprecedented offer. Nike paid $1.1 billion for the rights to manufacture NFL jerseys for 5 seasons, $220 million per year, nearly 10 times what Reebok had paid the previous year, even after adjusting for inflation. Nike's aggressive bid set a new standard, and the company was not content with just football. They aimed to dominate baseball and basketball as well. For Adidas to compete with Nike's enormous financial outlay, they needed a significant boost in jersey sales. Jeremy Lin provided that boost. His breakout performance, which included 28 points against the Jazz and 23 points against John Wall shortly after his debut, captured global attention. The world became enamored with Lin, generating a surge in jersey sales and elevating his impact beyond just the court. This whirlwind of attention and commercial opportunity set off a chain reaction that has shaped the current landscape of sports apparel, leading to the controversies surrounding Fanatics and MLB uniforms today. The next game for Jeremy Lin was against Kobe Bryant and the Lakers at Madison Square Garden, a matchup that created a perfect storm of hype. Lin had become the biggest name in American sports, and fans worldwide rushed to buy his jersey. Unfortunately, just a week prior, Lin had been relatively unknown, so Adidas had no reason to produce Lin jerseys. During this high-profile game, Lin delivered an incredible performance, scoring 38 points and leading the Knicks to victory. The Madison Square Garden crowd erupted, treating Lin as their savior. Yet, despite his meteoric rise, there were no Lin jerseys available. The Knicks quickly launched t-shirts on their website, but warned customers of extended delivery times. Models tried to capitalize on the frenzy by pulling Jeremy Lin jerseys off the assembly line early, but they were only available in 2 of the 150 stores. The Knicks themselves struggled to meet the demand, initially offering just 200 jerseys at their team store. Adidas scrambled to produce as much Jeremy Lin merchandise as possible, but Lin's Linsanity phase ended almost as abruptly as it began. He finished the season injured, and in the offseason, the Knicks decided to let him leave in free agency. The massive amount of Jeremy Lin Knicks merchandise that Adidas had rushed to produce suddenly became obsolete. Models reported that they sold about 40,000 Jeremy Lin jerseys and t-shirts at bargain prices, sometimes as low as $1 each, leading to a substantial financial loss. This likely cost the NBA millions, and Adidas itself suffered from the contract, which contributed to their minimal share of the basketball footwear market in the US, just 3%. Feeling the agreement was not worth it, Adidas chose not to make an offer when the contract expired. Despite this, Nike entered the arena with its own aggressive bids and deals, continuing to reshape the sports apparel landscape. Nike and Adidas had a significant disparity in their deals with the NBA, with Nike agreeing to a $1 billion contract paying $125 million annually, nearly 3 times more than Adidas's deal. To justify this massive expenditure, Nike aimed to boost jersey sales significantly. In the 7 seasons since Nike took over, the NBA has seen a dramatic increase in the number of jerseys produced. Nike has released 438 different jerseys, over 150 more than Adidas did in the previous 7 seasons. This surge in jersey variety contributed to a double-digit percentage increase in jersey sales in 5 of Nike's first 6 seasons. Nike's strategy also extended to the NFL, where they achieved remarkable results. In the 9 years prior to Nike's deal, there were 126 NFL jerseys. Since Nike's involvement, 180 new jerseys have been introduced. Nike's efficient supply chain allowed them to produce and deliver new jerseys rapidly, though this wasn't always fast enough, as seen with the Lance Stephenson jersey incident. Fanatics, originally an e-commerce platform specializing in sports merchandise, emerged as a game-changer. They became a key player in jersey production and sales, signing exclusive deals with major sports leagues and organizations including the NBA, NFL, MLS, Formula One, and NASCAR. Fanatics' rapid production capabilities enabled them to meet high demand efficiently. If a player was traded, Fanatics could have their new jersey ready and delivered in just 3 business days. Fanatics revolutionized jersey sales by allowing for the production of jerseys for all players, not just the top sellers, thanks to their advanced production processes. This efficiency and extensive range contributed to their growing dominance in the sports merchandise market. Fanatics has revolutionized jersey sales by enabling the rapid production and delivery of jerseys for any player, whether they are currently on the team or not, within just 3 days. This capability has significantly boosted jersey sales, making Fanatics an invaluable partner for major sports leagues. The MLB, for instance, even allowed Fanatics to produce game-worn uniforms, a testament to their efficiency and reliability. Nike, which designs the jerseys and provides instructions and materials, relies on Fanatics to handle the actual production. Despite Nike's extensive financial investment, their primary concern seems to be ensuring their iconic swoosh appears on every jersey. Nike outbid competitors by hundreds of millions of dollars to secure exclusive placement of their logo, a strategic move to dominate the branding space. For example, the NBA previously refused to include the Adidas logo on game-worn jerseys, but could not deny Nike's presence after Nike offered 3 times more money. Similarly, the MLB concealed the majestic logo on sleeves and exempted teams like the Yankees from displaying it to maintain brand purity. However, when Nike offered double the amount Majestic paid, the league had no choice but to feature Nike's logo prominently. These jerseys function as high-value advertisements. During last year's Super Bowl, Nike's branding generated $285 million worth of exposure, with Nike accounting for 60% of this figure. In a typical NFL game, the Nike logo was visible for about 4,000 seconds. Companies pay $7 million for a 30-second ad, which equates to roughly $233,000 per second. To achieve the same exposure as Nike's logo, they would need to spend about $964 million. Nike's $300 million annual deal thus provides unparalleled advertising value, far exceeding traditional commercial costs. Nike's deal with the NFL, NBA, and MLB ensures extensive logo visibility across sports broadcasts. In the NFL, the Nike logo is visible during around 4,000 seconds of a typical game, translating to substantial exposure over the season's 272 games. In the NBA, the Nike logo is visible for about 24 minutes per game. For MLB, Nike's logos are strategically placed on players' chests, pants, and team gear to maximize visibility during broadcasts. The result is a significant presence during broadcasts. For instance, in a full-length MLB playoff broadcast, the Nike logo appears 66% of the time, equating to an hour and 40 minutes of exposure. Over an entire MLB season, this amounts to 14.5 million seconds, or 243,000 hours, of airtime. This exposure is comparable to running 486,000 30-second commercials. Nike's $1 billion investment in these deals pays off through this extensive and strategic brand visibility.